You don't have to be a multi-trillion-dollar company to scam people. I do it all the time from the comfort of my own home.
FBI, open up!
All you really need is a few $1,000s and a brain as big as mine. Apple is actively scamming you, and here's how. If you haven't been living under a rock for the past 8 years like I have, you'll probably know what these are. And if you still think this is a package of floss, you're too old to be watching this video. AirPods are the most popular set of earbuds out there, and Apple's scamming you with them. And there's absolutely nothing I love more than scamming a scammer. You probably think that the option to get a custom engraving on your AirPods is just a cool little feature they're adding in for free. But as in most things with life, you're terribly wrong. It's actually just been a big scheme all along, and you've been part of it. Just like you've been a part of my massive scheme. The engraving option allows you to put a custom set of text or emoji onto your AirPods. However, they secretly do this only to just kill the resale market on these AirPods. Which therefore means you can't resell them and people have to buy them directly from the consumer, giving them more money and making them richer. Good thinking, Apple. It sounds like something I would have came up with. But they can't fool me, so I'm gonna scam myself so they can't scam me. I have a perfectly clean pair of AirPods that I've had for like 2.5 years. And you know what you shouldn't do? Trust me with thousands of dollars worth of lasers. And unfortunate for you and Apple, that's exactly what Monport did. Apple limits you to either putting text or a super limited and boring set of different emojis or numbers. Everything that I don't want. I want to have freedom of expression. I want to have true art on my AirPods. Something that Apple doesn't offer. And I'm gonna do it myself. There's only one problem. Just because someone gives me a $4,000 laser doesn't mean I know how to use a $4,000 laser. So there's only two ways this could go. Terribly wrong. I've heard that highly concentrated light, aka a laser, is pretty dangerous, and I don't have any concept of safety, so we'll see how this goes. What I do know about lasers though is they can set things on fire, and I know this from personal experience because I accidentally set a piece of cardboard on fire in my bedroom and had to throw it outside the window to ensure that my house didn't catch on fire. Which is pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. The laser did include a pair of funny green glasses though, and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to wear them while you're using the laser, but they just look cool, so I usually wear them all the time. Enough of all this boring stuff, let's get to actually scamming Apple. With my very own laser, I'm able to put whatever I want onto my AirPods, or actually literally anything. So I spend hours and hours thinking of the perfect thing to put onto my AirPods. However, there's a little something that YouTube likes to call retention. So to keep you guys on the edge of your seat, I'm going to be not telling you what it is until the very end of the video. Because I waste my life away doing this instead of getting a real job, I can't afford the light burn version for this laser. So I decided to just use the free EasyCAD one. Every single time I open the EasyCAD app, there is a bunch of Chinese characters and symbols that come up, and I don't really know what they mean because I don't understand Chinese, and I feel like I'm getting scammed, but that's usually my job, so I think I should be fine. I did somehow manage to figure out how to actually get the app working, and I engraved this knife, and it says reads knife and text. And great use of time and money, right? This contraption right here is the fiber laser. You're probably wondering how a fiber laser works, and I was too, so I went and watched an 8-minute YouTube video. And now I'm going to attempt to explain it so you can understand too. So basically, do you understand it? Me either. None of that boring stuff matters anyway. We're here to engrave some AirPods. Fiber lasers are super accurate and mainly used for things that are made of metal or plastics. Before I went ahead and destroyed my $120 pair of AirPods, I decided to test it out on a charging brick that basically has the same material on the outside so that I wouldn't destroy the AirPods if it didn't work. and it seemed to work pretty well. You might be asking why it looks pretty terrible, and to be honest, I have no idea. It's supposed to be a Pontiac Firebird logo, but it has a bunch of lines all over it. So hopefully that doesn't happen on the final product with the AirPods. I've made you wait long enough, so now it is finally time to actually scam Apple. From the little that I understand, the AirPods go onto this perforated sheet under the actual laser. Now we're going to have to raise and lower this part with this little crank up here and set it so that the 3 dots align once the light is on. The startup on this machine makes me always feel so important and special because it has a key, this thing, and then whatever that thing does. Here are the 3 dots that I was talking about. Basically, when you push this button up here, the dots turn on and off. And when you put something under it, you have to get it lined up so all 3 of these dots become 1. From my extremely limited understanding, those are supposed to become 1, and you're supposed to spin this until that happens. That's getting further away. So we have to spin it till they get closer, and then they form 1 big dot. Perfect. Then I'm supposed to lock this down so that it doesn't move, and apparently now we're ready. To know where you're actually going to be placing whatever you want on there, see, I have this text here. If I hit this little red button, it'll start shining a red box around where the laser is actually going to engrave. This is really helpful for figuring out and getting the placement perfect wherever it is. However, just putting my name on my AirPods would be so boring. We need true art, like I was saying before. You still have no idea what I'm actually engraving because I am blurring it out here. And this is all to keep you watching until the very end. Apparently now is the time that I actually need to put on the glasses. Safety squints won't work on this one, unfortunately. I have zero clue if you're able to film a laser working, and I don't want to risk messing up my camera because, as I said before, I'm too broke to even afford the light burn. So I'm not going to film me actually doing it, you're just going to see the final product. It all comes down to this, scamming Apple right now. I have the final product of the AirPods right here in my hands, and I'm covering what I actually engraved on it. Well, it did go perfectly, and what I wanted on my AirPods is there. So therefore, I effectively scammed Apple. Instead of them being able to scam me, I scammed myself so they wouldn't be able to do it first. I know, nothing gets past me, does it? But the true people that are being scammed are you, because I just baited you into watching like 8 minutes of a video where I literally just engraved Prime onto this, therefore making you watch more brain rot. Just look at the precision on this engraving. It's actually pretty incredible. Even the energy drink at the bottom is very clearly engraved. And this is all from my Monport 30-watt laser, which will be linked down below, which is an affiliate link if you want to support the channel. I hope this video felt like you were watching a fever dream, because that's what I was going for. In all seriousness, Monport makes some great lasers and you should really check them out. I've personally owned 2 of them and they work really well. Also, I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers on this app, and I have no clue how that's possible by making videos like this and the YouTube shorts that I make. But I am, so if you want to help me reach that goal, which has been a goal for my entire life, just hit the subscribe button just so I can get there. After I get my plaque, you can unsubscribe.